Come spend the day with me that admittedly I'm dreading. It's not a huge deal, but I have a meeting today with some people that I just do not want to see. I had to head over to one of my apartment buildings because I had to do a ton of work over here, but also I was meeting a couple of people that I just do not like anymore. It's not a big deal, but do you ever have these people where you're like, okay, I've been really good to you for a couple of years and I did not realize that you were just being awful to me? It's not the end of the world and I should definitely be letting it go, but I'm so angry and I have just been so mad and so anxious, and I hate that I'm letting it get to me. I try not to. And when I'm fighting for someone else, litigating, whatever, I can detach myself and I can be rational, etc. But when it's personal, it's so hard, which is so annoying. And that's why they say, like, lawyers should never represent themselves, etc. And not that this is going to litigation. I mean, I could sue, but honestly, it's just not worth it. I have always advised clients, unless there is a lot of money at stake, litigation is typically not worth it. It is so expensive, it is so time consuming, but also just emotionally draining. Given how anxious I was just about this meeting, litigation would definitely not be worth it in this case. As you might recall, the former tenants in this apartment destroyed so much stuff. It was a newly remodeled apartment and they broke just about everything, including even every single drawer in the fridge. And so I had ordered new ones. And this was me discovering, oh, they also broke the brackets. I had not noticed that before. So I spent quite a while ordering and getting new brackets. At this point, I was trying to determine, should I just order a new fridge? It's just one of those days. It's just so irritating. I don't even understand. And this was during the meeting. That was my heart rate. At least that's over. And then I discovered this package that had been delivered apparently to the building, and the tenants had brought it in and just left it, but it wasn't for anyone in the building. So it was a neighboring building. I just walked it over. It looked like it was medical supplies from the return address. Maybe someone should have done that. Anywho, I headed over to the bank. It was so busy. I didn't know banks were even busy anymore, but I had to actually do something at a teller. Then Chili's, because I just needed a bowl of baked potato soup at this point. Then I had to do an Amazon return. Is anyone else annoyed by how stingy Amazon is getting with returns? It's very irritating to me. And this store is totally different. This used to be one of those crazy stores where it like tracked everything. I guess they don't do that anymore. Then I had to run over to Jewel to one of the Coinstar machines because I had a bunch of quarters from the laundry machines in the buildings built up. So I also have to grab a glove because quarters are so dirty and I just don't like touching them. So I always have to go ready for battle in here. And I had so many quarters. And there's no fee if you do an e-gift card or whatever. So always do that. Changed in all my quarters with the glove, always. And then after that, I had to reward myself with a crispy Diet Coke from McDonald's. Delicious. Unfortunately, this day took much longer than anticipated, and by the time I was going home, it was rush hour traffic. I was going to make one quick fun errand, and that was to Lululemon, because I got an email that we got some free gift. Apparently, I spend way too much money here, and they're smart because did I spend more money? Yes. I saw this. I had been thinking about it forever, and I justified it because I bring like nice bags into Pup Social, and I wasn't really worried about it, but this was the free gift, by the way, which is actually handy because I had been looking for a giant keychain. I never would have thought I would have needed this, but sometimes I need to put keys in the garage for someone to find and then they can't really find them. So perfect. I actually hadn't ordered it yet. I'm going to use that. But anyway, back to Pup Social. People comment, they're worried about their dogs jumping on my purse, whatever. So this is going to be more practical and a million other things, but I think that's great. And then this was the saving grace of the day. I'm telling you, this was the bright light. I was actually headed over to the Dree House Museum. Kurt joined me and we actually met some people there, which were so lovely. We were here for a free concert. They actually do this about once a month. And this was the Kontras Quartet and it was beautiful. This is just such a pretty venue. It is spectacular. After the concert, we were walking over to Yardbird for dinner, but we were talking and turned the entirely wrong way. Don't ask. We had a reservation, but when we showed up, they were like, no, you don't. We don't see you here. I showed him the reservation and he was like, oh yeah, but we don't see it, so we're just going to put you on the wait list. It'll be 30 minutes. I said, no, sir. We walked across the street to Duckbee's because they would never. Plus, I found a Coke with the good ice. We had candy bacon, delicious. I had matzo ball soup, and Kurt had this thickened chicken noodle and then Caesar salad, and we called it a night exhausted.